Hi everyone, you're welcome to our next episode of the DheeTube show. Well, the only show that hypes you up with the realest vibes and the realest entertainment. Not forgetting, you're rolling with your girl, Desire Ashton. You all stay where you are because we have gotten real entertainment to light up and hype up your 15 to 20 minutes. And in this episode, we bring you the latest photo dump from the Abryanz line with models like Angelina and Mr. Ugandan Snack. Last and not least, we had an exclusive interview with one of the fastest rising fashionistas from Sydney, Australia, Samuel Barrie. He has modeled for fashion iconic labels like Valentino, worked on very many runways in different cities. Not forgetting, he has featured in very many iconic fashion magazines and commercials. About the Abryanz photoshoot, you guys must see this. Well, the colors of the tracksuits just blended so much with the realest models we have in Uganda, and that's Mr. Ugandan Snack and Angelina. Last and not least, we had an exclusive interview with one of the fastest rising fashionistas from Sydney, Australia, Samuel Barrie.
What's up, VMC Studios? My name is Samuel Barrie and I'm coming from you from Sydney, Australia. Who is Samuel Barrie? That's a good question. I ask myself that daily. Samuel Barrie is an entertainer. He is a model. He is an actor. He is a musician. That's a summary essentially. How did I end up in the modeling world? That was kind of by chance. I just went through a breakup that year, and I used to have a lot of hair. I used to have a lot of anime-esque type, permed hair at one point in life, and then I went from that to a jerry curl. But that year I was feeling that, you know what, I'm gonna start fresh, so I'm gonna cut my hair short. And I cut my hair really short, and that week I was at a stand-up joint over in Lewisham, and somebody gave me a really wholesome compliment, and they were from a different agency which I'm not with right now. And they approached me, and I had the thought that, okay, well, I'm getting a lot of signs now that there's people who are, interested in it. It's around Sydney Fashion Week time. So I'm going to walk into an agency that I've walked into prior in my career, which rejected me. And it worked out. And that's the agency I'm currently with right now, called Chic Management. Since I've been with Chic, I've been modeling ever since and just building up my platform, learning more about it, and a few knockbacks, a few successes here and there, and just taking it as the journey takes me. What was my experience with modeling for Valentino? I love the brand. Even before I worked for them, I was a fan of the brand. I like the way that they express themselves and how they like to really push with the forefront of fashion. And it was an honor to really work for the show. I was surprised that I was selected. I was very nervous when I first went for that casting, and there was a lot of people, and I just did my best to do my best confident walk, and they held me and called me back later, and it happened very fast. And when we were on the runway, I was super nervous, but I did my best to keep my deadpan face on, which is easy for me because my natural face is like a resting, well, I can't really cuss in that, but a straight face. I keep a very natural straight face. And yeah, they were lovely team. Hopefully I get to work with them again, but only time will tell. How many labels have I modeled for? I honestly don't remember. I've not really kept track. I've been modeling for a fair few years now, and I've done a lot of labels within that time. And especially when I went out to the international market, I had a lot more different opportunities that came my way. So I can't really answer that right now. I might have to take my time to like process it all, but a fair few, and a lot of consistent clients as well that would call me back and work with me again, which is always good to have. I haven't done as much runway shows. I feel like I've done like 5 or 6 or something like that, but new to the international market, and then COVID happened, so I had to come back home. So hopefully within the next few years you see that number jump up significantly. How I landed the video campaign for Napajiri was like any other. We went to a casting. There was a fair few other people, and we just were allowed to express ourselves. When I go to my castings, I like to dress how I'm feeling that day, and I guess how I was feeling that day matched with what they were trying to go with the direction of the video. So it just worked out. I never go in with expectations. I just try to do my best or have as much fun as possible, and if it works out, it works out. And that's usually how things are in life sometimes. Don't stress about things that you have not been successful in, because when one door closes, another one opens. How I landed the casting for the David Jones Store magazine. That one was a request casting. I don't think I went to any formal bookings. I think the casting director I've met before, so they just kind of handled it on the back end, and then I just ended up on set, so I didn't really have to go and see anybody. And sometimes in the industry it works like that, so if you do it for a while and they know you or they've seen you, then you may not even need to step up to a casting. They might just hire you. When was the last time I was in Paris? It's been a while since I've been in Paris, because the world is locked down and I'm a model from Sydney. So when things closed down, I kind of just came back to Australia because I have family here. And I have consistent clients here as well. And my other businesses, I run a lot through here as well. So it's probably been a year, 2 years now. Lockdown has been strange. Who was my major inspiration in the game? That would definitely have to be Grace Jones. I've always loved her work, and I loved how adventurous and expressive the work that she does is, and I want to bring some of that expression and creativity to my work, because I like to create with a story. As a filmmaker myself, I like to just bring that extra bit of thought and attention into what I like to make, and I've been grateful to be able to work with some creative directors and photographers that have shared some of that vision, so we've been able to make some magic. My life outside of modeling. I tend to be a very private person. I don't like to attach my name to a lot of things. Like, I have a fair few businesses that I've invested in within time that I will soon bring on board and in the forefront of my work. I've been making a lot of music. I've been working on music for years. I've been writing for people and engineering sound and just working on my sound personally. And there was a lot of insecurities there, and I didn't feel comfortable putting things out yet. But like, now I'm in a place where I can just create things like how I imagined it to sound. And now that I'm at that state, I'm trying to put out as much things consistently. I feel like you find some level of success with consistency. So it's just getting things out there and learning to work the songs and just build up from the scratch. And right now I'm at the bottom, and I'm just trying to work to the top. The same way I did with the modeling industry. I just worked piece by piece. I know I'm not the top yet, but it's always good to shoot for the stars and land on the moon. Do I have a personal photographer and stylist? No. I have friends that I would work with, people I would talk to that are cool and help me bring my vision to life, sometimes for my personal content. And sometimes I just do it myself because I have a background in film, and a film camera and a photo camera kind of works the same. I'm in this more framework when it comes down to like a video camera and whatnot, but like they practically same version of a separate thing. And stylist wise, nah, I don't really have a stylist. I just dress how I feel, and I have a bunch of different outfits for different moods. Have you ever heard of the African country called Uganda? Yes, I have, and I have a lot of friends from there over here in Sydney, so it's a nice place. They have lovely food. Have I ever visited Africa, and if not, will I ever? I was born in Africa. I came to Australia as a refugee. I was born in Lungay. I'm a Sierra Leonean and Guinean. And yeah, I wanted to go back around 2020 because I was going to be in Europe, so I would be close. I could, just fly over there and come back. But the world said no. But definitely in the future, I am very much interested in going back, and my soul is yearning for it, and want to revisit my family over there and see how they're doing. Any advice for anyone watching DheeTube show? I say follow your dreams. There's various ways to get to your destination. Looking at other people's stories can give you a template, but know that your story is not going to be like theirs. Don't worry about anybody else. Just use the templates people have provided for you. Be very realistic with yourself. Know your strengths and your weaknesses, and prioritize the fundamentals, because it's innovating and building on the fundamentals that tend to allow you to grow and create something. And just be your authentic self, for the best and for the worst. And there'll be at least one crazy person out there who thinks it's amazing, and it's just a matter of building up, and you'd be surprised. There'll be a lot more people, and if you're your authentic self, you'd be able to put words in mouths of people that can't express themselves and speak those things that they're probably are feeling but unable to speak for yourself. And that takes a lot of vulnerability. So if you're gonna put yourself out there like that, be ready for it. Be ready for what comes, and have a good life. Thanks for having me, DheeTube. It's been a pleasure to be here. It's been a pleasure to talk to you guys, and I'm gonna catch you guys around. Don't stay up too late now. Samuel out.
That's it, my people. Follow me up on all my social media platforms at Desire Ashton. Well, this show has been sponsored by Midgirl and Abryanz Travel World. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Ciao.